What's going on there, everyone? I know I haven't made many videos pertaining to the political news here lately. Well, the thing is I have. I've had horrific difficulties here lately getting these videos onto YouTube and keeping them onto YouTube for some reason. It's kind of odd. Having really hard time uploading videos, and it's just this just started happening with like a newer algorithm change that just happened not maybe a week or two, maybe three ago. And yeah, so don't think that I'm not trying to put out more content, because that's not the case. I'm gonna have to start figuring out how to word or reword some of my content now in order to somewhat please these algorithms, which are censoring everything they possibly can now. It is good though. I mean, it's not good. Excuse me, I misspoke. It's interesting because it's affecting not only us on the right. We've been affected for years. It seems like years now. I get that. I'm watching some of my favorite personal content creators be attacked harder than ever by YouTube. And you got people like Crowder. They are just, if it wasn't for it being Crowder and, you know, him being funded by everyone who buys his mugs, he would have already been gone by now. But because he's becoming, or really is, almost too big to fail, which is good. I like Crowder. His work is hilarious. I mean, the satire pieces he does and parodies are just, they're just comical to say the least. I mean, they're great. It's a good way to look at political things, is when you can make fun of them. That's the way to do it, to keep yourself sane. It's good to have a sense of humor. But they flag him for everything, and he makes sure he keeps a lawyer around, because he has to nowadays, just to make sure he doesn't screw up. And then you got just people being attacked or kicked off, or something's going on. You know, they're being messed with by YouTube in some way or another, whether it's via them messing with the traffic that comes and watches those people's contents, or whether it's messing with the subscriber numbers themselves. I've watched my subscriber numbers go just wonky all the time. It's all the time. It's crazy. For a little while there, the channel was getting big, I mean, doing good, and then a new algorithm change, and now stagnant. That's cool. I understand. I'm a very new content creator, and that's cool. I understand it takes years to build a channel. No worries. What does worry me is how almost impossible they're making it for someone with conservative viewpoints to even make a channel. It's really gotten to a point of, we got to do something. Now, there are content creators that aren't even technically conservatives. They just happen to agree more with conservatives this day and age, because the left has gone so to the left. I know they say, oh, the far left, that's only like 8% of the party. Well, why does the left always seem to let the smallest percentage have the biggest, loudest, most annoying, obnoxious voice? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. They're a fringe group for a reason. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's to be expected, especially in a political world. Politics are always ridiculous. They always have been ridiculous, and they're getting more wonky as we move forward. It's not Trump's fault. I think Trump just brought it all to the surface, which needed to happen. But everything's happening really fast, really haphazardly, I don't know what the end game's gonna be for conservative leaning content creators on YouTube. I just don't know. But full disclosure, far left groups are being attacked on YouTube too. All the policies and all the stuff that they've advocated for and they wanted to push are affecting them really bad. So they're reaping what they sow, and we're caught in the crossfire. This usually happens. This is kind of how things happen all the time whenever you do anything. It's usually the people that wanted something to start. When it starts, they're the ones affected by it the most. They just don't see it. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know why the videos have been a little bit slacking in numbers. This is the reason. It's because I have to try to figure out how to go through everything, reword everything to make sure everything's copacetic. I mean, they don't even want you to say a naughty word, which, you know, left-leaning people think everything's a naughty word. You want to see how to get... I'm not monetized right now. But you want to see how to get demonetized real quick? Damn it. God damn it. Demonetized. Let's see. Illegal alien. Demonetized. These are the things that make it to where these bigger channels, these people that are making money off YouTube, aren't going to make money. Simple words like that. Neo-Nazi. That word. That's one of their trigger words. These are just words. They're trigger words. They trigger the algorithms and they trigger the soy boy left into oblivion. They lose their minds. Your channel will be demonetized. If they don't just demonetize the video, they will demonetize your whole channel. Ask people like Count Dankula. He has a real hard time now. They've ran him through the ringer so hard out there, and I think Scotland. They've run him through the ringer so hard that they've made it to where just making a living for him is extraordinarily hard. Really all because of a joke he made with a dog. That's really the size of it. That's what put him on the map. It's a hilarious joke. It was a joke. The dog didn't know what he was doing. It's not like the dog's actually secretly dreaming of being a Nazi. It's just a joke. Yes, it's distasteful to some, but that's what happens. I mean, just, you can joke about it. Anything can be funny to somebody. Just because it's not funny to you doesn't mean you need to get it taken down and have the publisher life destroyed. It's not how things should work. I don't think people realize that freedom of speech is such an important thing, because there's a lot of countries that have lost their freedom of speech and people are going to jail over the most ridiculous of things. I accidentally called a he a she, or a she a he online. I called a person that I cannot see something, and now I have thought police showing up at the door. This happens in Britain, or the UK. This happens in Canada. It seems like it's just a matter of time before it happens here. I'm hoping America and Americans are smart enough to say, okay, we're not going to let this happen because things need to slow down. I'm hoping that happens. But we'll see. But this is going on for quite some time. And we just got to keep fighting. We just got to keep fighting. And the bigger this channel grows, and the bigger all these content creators grow, the discussion of possibly building not necessarily a conservative platform, but a real free speech platform for videos. You know, because we have stuff like Gab and Minds now, where we can go and we can talk freely without feeling like, oh, this is going to ruin everything. This is going to get everything taken down. No, those places will let you speak. We need that for video content, because YouTube used to be that. Back when they actually, were, we, the content creators, when we were allowed to build YouTube, people were allowed to say what they wanted to. It was free speech. You could do what you wanted, say what you wanted, as long as you weren't inciting violence. But now everything, like I said, is going all topsy-turvy. But that's something that needs to be discussed, and it's going to have to probably be the bigger content creators that actually can get something like that going. I mean, I would do anything in my power, and I would do my part to help in any way, shape, or form, whether it's helping build websites or whatever. I would do whatever I could. But that's something the bigger content creators need to amass and think about. But this video is going long, so I just wanted to give you an explanation of what's been going on and why I haven't been posting so many videos. Like I said, I'm gonna reformat and try to watch how I say things without censoring myself. That's gonna be difficult. And I may just say screw it, because I'm not a monetized channel. I wanted to be eventually, but you know what? Money isn't everything. Sometimes it's just good to say screw the powers that be when they're being oppressive. And by shutting down what we say and how we say it, that's a form of oppression. But as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.